Good morning. I hope you can all hear me clearly. Welcome to Clay's Story Time. We're going to read another story today for you. I think we'll wait a little bit and allow a few more children to join in. In the meantime, we can take a look at the story that we're going to read. Let's look at the cover of the book that we're going to read today. Kinshuk, would you help us, please, with the cover of the book? Thank you. Do you see that? I hope a lot of my young friends and their parents are here with us. We'll just wait a little bit more for some more to join in. So let's look at this. The story you've already been told is called Rainbow Girls. And this is a story which has been published by Pratham Books. We'll talk about that again when a few more friends join us. But look at this. These are the Rainbow Girls. Tell me, I'm sure a lot of you who are already on this call have seen rainbows. Okay, so we're good to go. Good morning again to everyone who's joined in now. We're here to read yet another story presented to you by Clay. This story is called Rainbow Girls. This has been published by Pratham Books. The author, that means the lady who has written, in this case it's a lady, who has written the book is called Kamla Bhasin. And there are a lot of illustrations, which means a lot of drawings in this book. And they have all been done by another lady called Priya Kurian. We're going to read this story together. So tell me, how many of you have seen a rainbow? You can just quickly type in a yes or no. Ask your parents to quickly do that for you. How many of you, whoever seen a rainbow, please type in a yes. And whoever hasn't can say no, because that's all right. Maybe you'll see it some other time. But while you're typing it in, let me tell you that the rainbow has 7 colors. I'm sure you've learned about that in school sometime. And those of you who've seen it would have seen all the lovely colors. So, what is it about the rainbow that makes it special? There are 7 colors there. There's a violet, which is a shade of purple. It's not purple, but it's called violet. Indigo, which is a shade of blue. Then there's blue itself. Now, blue can come in many colors, light, dark, etc. But indigo comes in just that one color. So indigo is indigo, and then there's blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And our lovely girls on the screen are dressed in just those colors. The rainbow has many colors. Each one is different. Just the same way, all young girls and boys can be very different from one another. Each may choose to be exactly who he or she wants to be. So let's carry on. Let's read the story now. Kinshuk? I see lots of yeses there, and that's wonderful, which means a lot of you have seen a rainbow. How wonderful. I love it. I'm sure you love it too. So tell me, we talked about rainbows and different colors. What do you see on this screen compared to the previous one? We saw girls in many different clothes there, each one looking different also. But here, what we see are girls all wearing the same clothes. Tell me, are all girls the same? Should all girls be the same? Oh my goodness, it would be so boring if they were. Can you imagine a world where every human being looks just the same? Girls, boys, everyone. The only difference here is their expressions. You can see that somebody's wondering, looking like this. Somebody is yawning. Ah. Somebody is trying to smile. But it just seems like the same girl is doing everything. And that would be quite boring if everyone in this world were to be the same. So I just think it's very nice Very important for each person to be just who they are. Let's see what happens next. Well, some girls can look like this, and some girls can look like that. What do you see here? There's somebody in a pink sari dancing, and another one in a blue sari dancing, but they look different from each other. The one in the pink sari is shorter than the one in the blue, and one in the pink sari has two braids. Can you see those braids going down on the sides? Her hair is braided into two, but the one in the blue sari has one long braid. So they are different. And on the two on the right hand side, again, they're different from one another. When we see something different like this, I just think it becomes a lot more interesting. So each one is doing something that she would like to. Let's see what some more girls are doing. Ah, look at this. There's so much fun they're having. There's one wearing a frock, and what is she doing? She's jumping in a puddle. And when she goes into it, she goes chapak. Have you heard that sound when you jump into a puddle? Oh my goodness, and look at that smile on her face. She looks like she's having fun. Do you think she's having fun? You can put in a yes if you think she's having fun, and if you think that you also enjoy doing just this. And look at the next one. In the striped t shirt, she's wearing red and white. Striped t shirt. She's playing football, wearing shorts. She's dancing or prancing. I'm sorry. She's prancing around in shorts, which means she's running around having fun. And you know what? This little girl has a challenge with one leg, but is still able to run around and have fun and play football. I think she's very brave. I think she's very brave and she has learned to live her life the way she likes to do. She wants to play football, she's going to learn to play football. That's very, very interesting and very brave of her. And I'm sure that her mama and her papa support her and help her to do just what she wants to do. There's another girl wearing a papa's kurta. Look at that. That little girl is completely hidden by the huge kurta of her papa. She's worn it and she's walking around and looking so delighted. I'm going to give you a few seconds here to write back to me if you have also worn papa's kurta or mama's kurta or sari or just wrapped a dupatta around yourself and had some fun. Do it right back to me with a yes if you have. That would be wonderful to know. And then I'm sure you've also had a lot of fun doing just these activities like these girls seem to be having fun. Quickly, tell Mama, Papa to send your messages in. I asked you two questions here. One, do you think the girl wearing the frock is having fun but jumping in the puddle? And the second one was, do you also think you have fun if you put on the clothes of Mama or Papa and jump around in them? Ask Mama, Papa to quickly type in a yes or no. Oh, lovely. I've gotten lots of responses here. So I think you do enjoy doing this too. And we've still not talked about one more girl on the screen. She's wearing a long skirt. Look at her orange skirt with red polka dots on it. She's also having fun in these clothes that she's wearing. So, you know what, my young friends, you can wear whatever you want and you can do what you want. As long as you stay safe and you are helped by your mama papa and they're okay with what you're doing, you can do what you want. And sometimes you can just tell mama papa also, can I go jump in that puddle? It looks like a lot of fun. They're going to say yes. But you must say, what you want to do. Can we look at the next one, please, Kinshuk? Oh my goodness, look at this. Here we're talking about hair. Long hair, short hair, no hair, medium length hair, any kind of hair. There are two girls sitting on that grass, and both of them have short hair. They're sitting with their knees up, back to back, and they're smiling. And I this sit. Both of those girls have short hair. How many of you have short hair? I'm sure there are lots of you here who have short hair. You can leave it open, or you can even make a ponytail, or you can just put clips, or you can even wear a headband. I'm sure you do all those things. And I think you also know what you would like to do. And I'm sure you ask your mama, papa in the morning, can I wear a headband today? Can you put clips in my hair, please? And I'm sure they agree to do it for you. And of course, then see, there's this girl sitting up on the tree branch. She's wearing red pants and she has a long braid. And her hair is so long that after braiding it like that, it's going over the tree branch. That's so long. But I think she likes it that way. And that's why her hair is like this. But tell me something. I have a question for you. Climbing up on a tree branch like this, or even swinging it from it like the girl next to her is doing, is something which needs to be careful about. You need to be careful about this, right? So while it's fun to do this, and you can do it when you're a little bit older, but what do you need to do to take care of yourself when you do this? You need to make sure that somebody is around you, somebody who is an adult, an older person from your family, mama, papa, or grandparents. Somebody should be around you to take care of you and guide you, allow you to climb that tree, but tell you how to be careful so that you don't fall down and injure yourself. I'm sure you do that. And when you climb, I'm sure you have fun too. So, how many of you have responded to short hair? I want to see some answers from you. Do you have short hair? Okay, let's add another question to that. Do you have short or long hair? Or do you have medium hair like the girl who's swinging around from the tree branch? She's got her knees wrapped around the branch, her legs, and she's swinging. Her head is down. Her hair is neither short nor too long. That's a medium length. Look, like mine perhaps. Mine is a medium length. How's that? Let me see your responses. Long, short, or medium? In the meantime, I'm going to take a break and have a sip of water and wait for your responses. So let me see. And while I'm waiting, let's also look at this girl who's lying on the ground, very comfortable, with her head against the tree trunk, fast asleep, looking very happy, a book on her chest and her tummy. She must have been reading and she's gone off to sleep. But what about her hair? What have we seen with her hair? She doesn't have any hair at all. But you know what? She's looking very happy anyway. Because she must have decided that she wants to shave off her hair or get it cut so short that it looks like there's no hair. But that's all right. She is a happy child anyway. Oh, I can see a lot of responses. Short hair, long hair, very nice. And I'm sure you do like your hair the way it is and you want it this way. But when you grow, if you want to change it, you can do that. Girls and boys can do anything they want. Anyone can do anything. And it's not just about clothes and hair, it's about a lot of things. You can grow up to be different, do different things from what your mamas and papas may have done. You can grow up to be anybody who you want to be. You have to make yourself capable of being just who you want to be. Just like you can decide your clothes and your hair, you can also decide what you want to be when you grow up. We'll talk about that another time. So let's see what the next page has to show us. Right, here we are climbing trees again. These are different kinds of activities now that we are talking about. What are the things that they like to do? So, girls do and boys do. There's no difference there. Look at this one climbing a tree again. And she's again hanging upside down from it. And there's one here, very happy making dolls and taking care of them. She's made two dolls, you know. She's sitting on the ground and she's showing her two dolls to us. She's looking happy. And look at this one in the red frock. She likes to ride anything that moves, a cycle, a horse, a donkey, or even on the back of her papa, or maybe even her grandfather, or an uncle, or mama, or anybody who's willing to take her for a ride on their back. Look at that. They're all enjoying it and they're all having fun. Maybe there are some activities that you like to do which we haven't talked about here. I'm sure there are. Can we think of some more activities that perhaps you would like to do? Maybe you like to do art and craft, or maybe you like to go on a scooty, but that's like a ride on anything that moves, or even a bicycle. We talked about a bicycle. And like here's somebody who likes to climb trees. And of course, like we said, she knows that she has to be careful and have someone guide her on what to do to be careful so she doesn't fall. Like that, we could have somebody who likes to maybe plant some plants in a flower pot at home. Have you tried that? I think it's a good idea to try it. Put a plant, a little sapling or a seed in some soil and watch it grow. That's another activity you can try. You know, there are so many you can do and so many you can talk about. Dance. Oh, lovely. That's wonderful. Here's somebody who says she likes to dance. That's another one. Very nice. Any more suggestions on what it is you think you'd like to do? Okay, I'm sure you've got lots of ideas. So let's move on and see what is it that girls are up to. Okay, we got some more activities here. Some like to sing loudly and some are just happy to hum. Now, I'm sure you know what singing is. Do you know what is humming? So humming is like instead of singing, when you do like that. That's humming. And look, someone's responded saying that they also like to read books, which I think is excellent. And they like coloring, painting, sticking, swimming. Very good. I like that. So there are a lot of things you girls do, and so do the boys. You sing loudly and are just happy to hum. Then there are girls who love flying kites, and some just love playing gilli danda. How many of you have played gilli danda? Oh my God, it used to be so much fun. I, as a child, have played it. Try telling your papas and mamas to help you play gilli danda sometime. I'm sure you'll love it. It's about taking aim and connecting correctly. You watch cricket. This is another form of making the right connection and getting it up in the air and flying out. It's good fun. Oh, there's someone who said she likes to cook. Wow, that's an activity we didn't talk about. That's very interesting. And I'm sure you'll grow up to be an excellent chef someday. And maybe then you will reach out to you and we can tell you, can we have something you made? How wonderful is that? Really lovely, lovely. I love the responses you're sending. Thank you so much. It makes me feel so good. Kinshuk, can we look at the next page? And look here, we're talking about more activities. A lot of you have talked about being outdoors. We talked about it too. And look at these two. They like to be outdoors and to run and play. Hockey. Wow. How many of you play hockey? Maybe you're just a little young yet to play hockey. Those of you who are 9 and 10 or a little older may have started, or maybe you started earlier. If you haven't, you can try. It's lovely. I'm sure you've got some playgrounds around you. Go outdoors, and if not hockey, you can look at something else: roller skating, scooty, or even take a bat and ball or a football. Outdoors, running and playing is so much fun. These two are chasing that ball with their hockey sticks, both of them trying to get the ball and then hit it. That's good fun. And then there's some people who don't want to be outdoors at some point in time. Maybe they're tired and now they want to be home. And look at that. There's someone here who said, read books. Look at what this little one is doing. She's sitting in her papa's lap and reading a book. So here she is, who likes to be home with her father or mother and sit in their lap and read a book. You must be reading books. Some of you said that. Tell me one book which you've read recently. Just send in the name of any one book which you've read. Anybody, come on, send me one name which you've read. Okay, we'll wait for that to come in. And while we're waiting for that, we can move to the next page. Thank you, Kinshuk. Some girls like dressing up. I think everybody likes to dress up. Not just girls, even boys do. Look at her. She's enjoying herself and she's standing right in front of a mirror and looking at herself as she's dressing up. What is she doing? She's putting on some earrings. Wow. And she got some bangles on her arms. Look at that. She's looking happy. But look, here's another one on the right. She's walking. Actually, she looks like she's striding out. And she's wearing her glasses and she has a big smile on her face and she has a bag slung across her dress. And she's not bothered about dressing up like that, but she says, I don't have the time for it. I got something to finish and I got some work to do. So let me just get out and do that. And she's walked out and she's happy to be just the way she is. So, it's okay. You have to do what you want to do at the time that you want to do it. And that's all right. And I'm sure, children, you know when is the right time to take time to dress up if that makes you feel happy and go out that way. And when is the time to just step out the way you are and make sure that what you're setting out to do is finished. I've got some lovely names here. Oh my, I'm very impressed. Wings of Fire. Amazing. Frozen. Lovely. You read Frozen or did you watch Frozen? Either ways, it's beautiful. The Cradle of Nature. Amazing. Potty Book by Leslie Patricelli. Wow, very nice. Cinderella. Very nice. Oh, sweet. My mama also has many earrings. I'm sure she does. And I'm sure she looks very pretty when she wears them and she dresses up. So, when your mama dresses up like that, do you tell her, Mama, you're looking very nice? Or Papa, when he dresses up, Papa, you're looking very smart or handsome. It'll be so good. I'm sure they'll be happy because when someone compliments you for something, don't you feel happy, children? I'm sure you do. So remember to say, appreciate, and tell people that that looks good. Okay, great. I say you look fancy. Wow, that's so good. Good girl or boy, whoever sent the response. Thank you. You're good. Nice. Can we move on? Girls can be calm, they can also be naughty. Look at the one who's calm, who's sitting on a bench reading a book along with a friend of hers, quietly sitting there and reading. And look at the one who's naughty, she's broken something, and her mama is standing there looking at her and wondering why she broke it. Okay, we can be anything, anytime, and that's all right. We can be quiet, we can be good, we can be naughty. But if you're naughty, is it a good idea to break things? Maybe not. So if you do want to do something naughty, do make sure that you don't spoil or break anything. And if you do, by mistake, if you do, then it's a good idea to say, I'm sorry I did that. Okay? Right. Let's move on. How many do this? Sometimes they get very angry and they scream. Oh my goodness me. Oh, sometimes even I do that. If I get very angry, I feel like screaming. I don't think I scream anymore, but when I was younger, I did. And then I realized there's no point in screaming, but sometimes you just want to say it. So say it instead of screaming. You can say it, but it's okay to scream also sometimes. You can get angry, you can scream. These are all emotions which we have with us. It's okay. I do scream, says somebody. I know, even I did. And it's all right. But when you scream, then you learn also that maybe I can say the same thing and talk about it because it something upset me and I got angry and let me talk about it. Sometimes if you scream, it's all right. But then sometimes talk and that's also nice. Right? And girls, boys, anybody. Yeah, we can scream. We're just letting off an emotion and that's all right. No problem. Kinshuk? Oh, this is a nice picture. Look at all the emotions there. Girls are a mix of happy, angry, naughty, fun, or quiet. If you look carefully at the picture, you see many expressions there. Some of them are saying they're quiet, some of them are showing that they're angry, some are looking like this, wondering what are the rest of them up to? What's happening? Somebody is being naughty and doing this. Seen that? And someone's sticking her tongue out. Oh, and there's somebody who's looking very angry. Look at that girl with the green dupatta on her head. She's looking like this. Oh my goodness, she's so angry. And there's another one here wearing a green kurta with a yellow dupatta. Look at her. Can you make out what she's doing? Is she cheering or is she getting angry? I'm not sure, but there's some emotion there. Maybe she's angry or maybe she's just cheering for something. And there's another one there who's holding up her arms like this, wearing a blue shirt and with a big smile. So that one is definitely happy there. So many emotions. And then, Kinshuk, all children should be what they want to be because they're all individuals. You're all different people. We know each one of you is different, and you can definitely be what you want to be. But we must remember it's important to be good people. It's important to not tell lies. It's important to stay safe. It's important to be part of a happy family. And we can definitely, all of us, do exactly what we want to do, grow up to be who we want to be. I hope you enjoyed the story and I loved all your responses. Thank you so much. Do look forward to the next story session from Clay. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye. If there's